No, not right now.
It's okay. I will issue a limbo credit and then you can just call back our call center. And
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's very
Hi, vlog.
How many cameras do we need?
Keep vibing.
You take off first, man.
Yo guys, subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe to Dexter's new channel.
Guys, it's Dylan here. Welcome to my MTV Green. Guys, today we're gonna do a mukbang ASMR.
No, where's your food? You don't have your food. Hi, vlog. Hi, vlog. Girl, there's no tissue. Yeah. Thumbnail. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Cooking with Raya. Oh my god, this is such a good set for cooking stuff. Imagine it's cool. Super quick tour before we leave. This is the college kitchen. You share it with like 60 other people. And this is the outside. My ass was hurting. You have to speak.
Huh?
You have to speak.
No, I don't want. I don't want to be a character. No.
Film everyone.
I'm Raya, personal videographer. Raya's vlog. Raya's vlog. How's the food? How's the food? Is it spicy?
Personal videographer.
Say hi to the camera. Hello. How's the food? Good job, good job. The boys. I had enough. I had enough.
I feel like that's a problem, but I feel like that's what you want.
Usually, when I'm in relationships, it does come easier. It's very like, I'm a very physical touch person.
Look who picked me up from work.
Very sweet.
We're having the best dinner. We're having instant noodles. Chili's judging us so hard right now.
Yeah, we trust you.
Dinner is served.
Good morning, you guys. We were in the middle of being a financially responsible adult, going through all my receipts, updating my money tracker because March is coming to an end. And while I was doing this, I was like, girl, why don't we film this? Because I love whenever people talk about like money, finances, budgeting, that kind of thing. Mainly because I'm a little snoop and I just like knowing how much people spend and what people spend their money on. So I figured since I was already doing this, might as well go through all my expenses this month together and do a little what I spent in a month as an international student here in Melbourne. Let's just go through all the categories. We have 16 and I will attempt to justify all my expenses. Our first category is groceries and I spent $319.77 on groceries this month. And initially I was like, girl, that's kind of a lot, but March was a 5-week month, so I spent around like $60 to $65 a week on groceries, which isn't that bad. It's just a little bit more than what I normally spent in Manila, and also I do cook like 90% of my meals, so I think 60 to 65 a week isn't bad, but I will try to cut down a little bit, maybe $50 to $55 a week, because I will be the first to admit that I go grocery shopping way too often. Like, it has truly become one of my hobbies. Next is eating out. So I have a rule for myself for this category, and that is I can only eat out socially, because food here in Melbourne is honestly pretty affordable. Like food you get at groceries, that sort of thing. Food can only get really pricey if you eat out, but I still think it's super important for me personally to set aside money for this and allow myself to spend and indulge on eating out, because girl, when you're an international student, you are isolated, okay? You are thousands of miles away from your family and your hometown friends, and that can take such a toll on your mental health. And personally, what has worked for me in just keeping my mental health and well-being in check is socializing, is hanging out with friends, and a lot of the times that is done over a meal or over drinks or coffee. So to me, like, even though it is more expensive to eat out, it's worth it, because that's my form of self-care and making sure that like we're doing okay mentally and we're not breaking down and crying every day. Like, girl, the last time I cried was like a month ago, so it's working. So this month I spent $125 on eating out, which honestly isn't that bad considering how many times I ate out this month. Next we have recreation. I spent $20, which was on the trip that we just took at the start of this vlog. My friends and I took a little day trip, a little road trip to Geelong, because Mix and Min were supposed to go skydiving over the Great Ocean Road, and we were so excited. We all went out to support, and I also wanted to get that vlog content for you guys, but unfortunately it did get cancelled because of the weather. So that was $20 roughly for load on the Mikey, because we took like a provincial train and like several other trains and buses. For actual transportation, I spent $30 this month, which is pretty low, only because I still had load from the month before. But realistically, I'd say $60 to $70 a month on transportation. Girl, this is the most shocking category. For shopping, I only spent $20.02 this month. Like, girl, you guys know me from my Manila days, and now that we're past it, I can admit that I did have a shopping problem. Like, girl, if we go back to January this year, back when I was still in Manila, I spent 75,880 pesos on shopping. That's roughly $2,100 compared to $20 this month. Like, we have grown, we have matured, girl. proud of myself. For YouTube, these are like my business expenses. So typically what goes in here are like subscriptions to different apps and platforms. So I did spend $176 on YouTube this month, but let me explain because I've been doing really good so far. One, this was for a new camera. I ordered a super cute mini camcorder. It's coming either next week or the week after. I'm so excited. So it's an investment, okay? It's an investment for this channel. And also I did get a really good deal. So the camera was originally I think $500 to $600 on Amazon, but I did have a bunch of Amazon credits from like the Amazon affiliate links that I do, so I only spent $176. For gifts I spent $49, and that was a wine for Andy because she had a little late birthday celebration, and anniversary cake for my parents. And then $30 for my phone bill. Next we have services, so I spent $6, and this was for printing. And then we have others. So others are like one-time expenses, and this month I spent $171.25 on home stuff. So bought some stuff from IKEA, my vacuum from the Big W, and a bunch of like kitchen supplies like pots and pans and spatulas from Kmart. So $171 is a lot, but at the same time it is like a one-time expense, and these are things I'm gonna use for like the rest of my life. Well, no, like a decent amount of time. For health, $0. Subscriptions, $0. We love. And then finally for the big bucks, the two major expenses, the expenses that make me want to cry at night. No. So for tuition, I actually already paid for my tuition this semester back when I was still in Manila, but for some reason they charged me an extra $595 this month. For what? For why? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe it's like a fee increase or like miscellaneous fees or whatever, but we paid that. The major of all major expenses, we have my rent. Rent is by far my biggest monthly expense. This month we spent $1,217 on rent, which is roughly $280 per week, which is actually, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money, but it's not like crazy expensive. It's like a little bit higher than average, but do keep in mind that I do live on campus, so I'm able to cut down on transportation costs, and the security is the best it can be. And I am like super paranoid about my safety. Like that's the one thing that gives me so much anxiety. So I'm willing to pay a little extra to ensure that I don't go crazy at night thinking that there's an intruder in my building and that I'm gonna die. Also, this does include utilities like Wi-Fi, electricity, and laundry too. So in total, we spent, drum roll please, probably can't hear that, oh wait, let me subtract the tuition. We spent $2,164.19 this month. So I have $2,000 less in my bank account. It's an investment for our future. I don't know if you guys found this interesting, if you want this to be a regular thing, or if I should just never talk about money again. Let me know. Continue on with the vlog.